continue with chapter number 8 from your history book of grade 6, and the name of the chapter is The Rise of Magad. And today we are going to start from Kingdom of Magad. So, first king, the first most important king of Magad was Bimbisara, who ruled for 52 years. He expanded, means spreaded his territory, means area, through conquest and matrimonial alliances. As a conquest means he used to go for war, defeat the opponent, and capture the entire territory. Like that, he was expanding his own territory, his own kingdom. And matrimonial means through marriages. Okay, through marriages also he was taking a part when he was getting married, or maybe any of the member he was giving marriage, and he was making alliance, means making a contract or making a treaty that if the princess will get married in his kingdom, then certain amount of area he is going to take. So certain area used to be handed over to Bimbisara, making Magad the most powerful kingdom of those times. Okay, he conquest, you can say, many areas he have conquested, like Anga brought the river port of Champa under his control. Now this was the beginning of flourishing, means developing, you can say, maritime trade. That is, from through port he could do his trade business through the river, right? So the rich deposits of iron ore metal, okay, iron ore is a metal, deposit of iron ore found in this region contributed to the development of a strong and stable economy. Okay, that means he was getting, now you can say, Champa, this area was actually helping Magad to develop more fast. The next ruler, Ajatasattu. Okay, Ajatasattu, Bimbisara was succeeded by his son Ajatasattu. That means after Bimbisara, the next king was Ajatasattu, who ruled for about 32 years. He followed a policy of expansion. He is also following the policy of expansion. He conquered the neighboring states and made Magad the most prosperous kingdom in North India. Ajatasattu built a fort in the village of Pataligram, which later grew into the capital city of Pataliputra. Okay, first Ajatasattu is building a fort in the village of Pataligram, and later on this place is getting renamed, as from village it is turning to city. Now it is becoming Pataliputra. This became the capital. His successors were weak and were eventually overthrown. Now after, you can say, Ajatasattu, we are finding that his next son or the next successors were not that strong, so they got defeated by whom? The Nandas. By the 4th century BCE, Mahapadmananda, a king of the Nanda dynasty, seized the throne of Magad and transformed it into the mighty emperor. So you can understand now from this Ajatasattu. After Ajatasattu, the Nandas are coming into power in Magad and capturing it and transforming its entire power in their own name. So great was the power of Magad that Alexander's army refused to advance and face the army of Magad. So you can understand that time in India there was another foreign invasion, that is the Alexander. Now Alexander's king were also refusing to have a fight, to go for a war with the Magad, because Magad was having a very strong army. Okay. Dhanananda, the last Nanda ruler, was cruel and unpopular. Chandragupta Maurya took advantage of his unpopularity and overthrew him. So the last Nanda ruler was Dhanananda, who was removed by Chandragupta Maurya, and he captured the power. After this, we'll find the Mauryan Empire.